Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSG81 and today I'm very excited to be doing a review for this long-awaited the SH Figuarts Venom from Let There Be Carnage.
Catch up!
I do apologize for those of you who has been waiting for me to do a review. Let's get started right away by looking at the box, and I do love this box. Somehow it just looks very nice, very creative with the symbiote design over here. And to show you guys how big this box is, for those of you guys who has been collecting the SH Figuarts, so you can see that it's rather huge. And also to this Buzz Lightyear Alpha Suit box, you can see that it's so tiny. We do have the Tamashii quality sticker over here. At the side of the box, you can see this very cool pose for the Venom. And I really love the wordings over here. It's really nice. Wow. And as for this side, you can see this rather cool Venom pose. And I just realized that this is actually his eyes. And at the back of the box is always my favorite part of the box. You can see all the cool poses for the Venom. So let's get him out. Okay, so this is Venom right out of the box, and I wanted to share with you that I always have this habit of taking a photograph of the figure when it's still in the box, as you can see right now, and it does blow me away to see such a beautiful figure. But the moment that I took him on my hands, I do feel a little bit of excitement and also disappointment at the same time. So let's start with the bad thing first. The disappointment is this guy is somehow rather light. Yeah, it feels empty inside. And the other bad news is also that it does seems very much like the Marvel Legends. Yeah, somehow it does give me that feeling. But the good news is, like I say, it does looks very nice in terms of the painting. So it looks like a Marvel Legends that you have sent to a custom painter and they actually repaint it, and then this is what you get. it's like a repainted versions of the Marvel Legends, because the paint looks so nicely done, as you can see. And it's not just pure black, it does have some very nice texture on it, as you can see. And I just like all this lining there, although I do wish for something like a comic version where you can see the big spider symbols on the chest. I think the head looks great, but I'll come back to that later. So this guy is humongous, as you guys know it. And at the back, yep, there are like a lot more of this. It just reminds me of lightning somehow. Yeah, and oh, the plastic is still there, sorry about that. And yes, it does looks very, it does have a pretty good butt cheek there. Let's take a closer look on the head. Wow, this is, like I say, it's really beautiful. And the white paint on the eyes is not purely white, as you can see. There are some blue shadings across at the side there, at the ending there, and it's looking very nice. And the teeth, somehow I feel that it's too clean. I'm not complaining that. Yeah, this looks very nice. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys, his head just seems like a little bit too small for the huge body. Do you feel so? Yeah, that's what I felt somehow. Maybe just tiny bit bigger head, then I think it looks fine. Yeah, somehow it just looks like it's having a small head with a big body. And next we'll move on to the articulation. I'll start with the head as always. So I believe he can look freely to the right, to the left. Looking up, yep, wow, pretty good. Looking down, yes, equally good. And because you can see it's a separate neck on its own, so he can basically move everywhere he wants to. And his arm can go 360 degrees. Moving upwards, yes, more than 90 degrees. And arm swivels, a single joint elbow. And you can swivel his hand around, going up and down. 2 points of articulations over here. On his waist, you can actually swivels around. So you can also move it around. Let's see how well he can bend forward. Not too much. Bending backwards, yeah, I think it's slightly better than bending forward. Kicking forward, yep, about 90 degrees. Kicking backwards, about 90 degrees as well. He does have a tight swivels, a double joint knee. His leg is on a ball joint, so basically you can turn it everywhere you want it to. And he does comes with toe hinges as well. From the look of it, this Venom just looks like he can do a pretty good split. Yes, it's almost a perfect split there. In overall, I do think that this Venom does have a pretty awesome articulations over there. Wow. Okay, so next I'll move on to the accessory for this Venom. I'll start with the hands as always. So it just comes with a pair of open claws hands that's already on the figure, a pair of closed fist hands, and lastly a pair of pointing hands. And he just comes with these extra accessories for his back, something like a additional symbiote that is coming out, which looks pretty cool over there. Wow. And he just comes with this very cool additional symbiotes with the heads. Yeah, I did mention in my previous video that I was afraid that they might not give the head and you will just have to attach this head onto it or something, but I'm really glad that they actually give the extra head just like what it seems now. So yes, great job there Tamashii Nation for giving us such a good accessory. You can actually attach it to any of the human's body to make it look like it actually come out from his back. Yeah, this one is looking really nice, as you can see. And they are not just giving one interchangeable heads, but two right over here. Wow, you can see that this is such a great looking extra heads for Venom, and you can see even the tongue is of different design over there, and the eyes as well. I think, yep, the eyes actually looking slightly different, so it's really nice. Wow. And they also give additional stands, which is for these accessories, and I will show you guys how to put it on later. So as you can see, this Venom does comes with a pretty good amount of accessories. So right now I'm going to show you guys how to put on some of the accessories onto him. So let's start with the hands. As always, you just need to pull it out like this and just attach the hands that you want to, which is pretty hard. Wow. Yep. And now you can have your Venom with one very long finger. And the same goes for changing the head. You just need to pop it out like this. The joint is rather small, so be very careful guys. And then you just need to pop it back in carefully. So this is how he looks like with his mouth slightly open. And this is the one with the mouth fully open. Wow, this is rather cool. My goodness. To attach this additional symbiote on his back, you need to get this piece on his back out. So with a little fingernail, it does help. So yep, just like this. And you just attach it according to the shape, as simple as that. So this is how it looks like with the additional symbiotes on his back. So there are articulations over at the end here and also at these two portions. So you can actually move pretty well anywhere you want it to basically. Yes, so it's very nice. And now let's see how to use the stand on this additional heads accessories. So you just need to pull it up like this, very simple. And you can see that on this portion here at the below there is a hole. It's for you to put in the symbiote's head. Yes, this is how you can actually use it on your other figures, which is looking very cool as well. Okay, so next I would like to see how well this Venom can do one of my favorite poses of all time for Venom. So that pose actually requires a lot of bending together. Yeah, something like he's angry
and it's also bending very tightly together. I'm not sure if this Venom can do it.
Something like this, yes. It's not exactly like what I wanted. Yeah, it's as good as it can get, I think. Yeah, so with the additional symbiotes on his back, I think it's even more cooler, and I believe this Venom can actually do a lot of cool poses. I can see that on the box itself, you can even very easily do some of the superhero landing pose. I kind of forgot how you do that actually. So it's here. Yeah, I think sometimes since I do a superhero landing pose, yeah, something like that. Yeah, so you can see how easy it is for him to do a superhero landing pose, and it looks extremely cool as well. Wow, I think he can do it even better than Iron Man. Yeah, so you can see, wow, this is awesome looking, this Venom articulations, and it can really make him do some very nice poses. Whew, this is really nice. Do click on the likes button if you enjoyed this review. Okay, so for the size comparison, I will start off with some SH Figuarts Spider-Man. So I do have this integrated suit Spider-Man as well as this black and gold Spider-Man. Oh my god, you can see they are so tiny as compared to him. And next we'll move on to some Marvel Legends. So I do have this Peter Parker right over here, which is a Tom Holland version, as well as his best friend Ned. So I do think that they actually scale pretty well with this SH Figuarts Venom. And moving on to main facts, I do have this classic Spider-Man as well as this symbiote Spider-Man. I think they scale pretty well to him as well. And next I'll compare with this Sentinel Toys Spider-Man. Wow, this looks pretty good, as well as Sentinel Toys Miles Morales. Now let's compare with all the Venoms that I have. I will start with the Marvel Legends. So I have this Monster Venom right over here, which is slightly taller than him, and also this Venom from the 3-pack, which I recently reviewed. Yes, this is slightly shorter than the movie Venom. And next I'll compare with this Mayfax Venom, which is a lot shorter than him, as well as this, the Revoltech Yamaguchi Venom. And lastly, how could I miss comparing him with this Marvel Legends movie Venom, which I say they look rather similar, but now that I look at it, actually quite a big difference over there. Yeah, but you can see the height is almost the same. And next I would like to talk about the pricing for this guy. So I've actually checked the price for this Venom in the Big Bad Toy Store, and it's costing around 129 USD. Wow, okay, so that's rather expensive for this Venom for those of you guys, but I'm lucky enough to get a rather good pricing for him. That's why I get him. So yeah, so this guy does not come cheap, but as you can see, the quality, the painting, the articulations, the accessory are all rather good. So I would think that the price is, yeah, kind of worth it if you ask me. Okay, so my final verdict for this Venom based on all the star ratings so far is going to be a 9 out of 10. Aesthetically, he looks beautiful even though the head is slightly smaller. Articulations wise is pretty good. The accessory is, yeah, almost everything is there, except for I actually hope there will be a head whereby it reveals half the face of Eddie Brock's. If you were to ask me whether this Venom is a good buy, I would say yes. So if you were to ask me if I do recommend him, I would say yes as well, especially if you are big fans of Venom. This guy is really a must-have, no question asked. So I do hope that you guys enjoy my review, and I certainly hope that it helps you to decide if you should get him, and I'll catch you again in my next video. Watch this video before I eat you. You looks very tasty.